One Music.
Okay, welcome to my little tutorial. What I'm gonna be doing today is basically mixing and mastering, kinda. Not really mastering, but you know, giving an idea of what it's gonna sound like when it is mastered. Okay, so I already went into Machine Studio here, made a beat, and then I exported the stems or the wave files individually tracked out. And so if you have a DAW or anything like that, then you can do the same thing, just export it, because it don't matter where you make the beats from. But I didn't make the beat inside of FL Studio. I made it inside of Machine Studio. So anyway, so first things first, I went over here pressing F6 right now. I press F6 and I already have my tracks already laid out. I labeled them. I even went inside of here, turned up the volume so we can get some pre-gain on them and stuff like that. And so now I'm gonna start mixing it. And the first thing you want to do, you want to go over here to your master and get this limiter off of there, because the limiter don't really give you the true sound, because it's limiting, making sure it don't go over 0 dB. Anything over 0 dB, the computer ain't gonna read it, because it'll get distorted, because it works off of ones and zeros, not like analog. And so right now I hit Alt and I highlighted all of the tracks and I brought everything down. Everything is already listed here. Another thing too, whenever you want to get these tracks over here onto this mixer, you just double click and then make sure everything is highlighted. Then you right click over here on the mixer, and then you go to channel routing, route from channel starting from this track, select the channel starting from this track, and it'll put it all down, so you have to go through each individual one, yada yada. Okay, now I did turn everything down, so everything is pretty much laid out. Also, I copied everything over the 4 bars, and I'll tell you the reason why I did that later. Okay, so first things first, in the mix, I always start off with the kicks first, because the kicks is gonna lead the song. So I'm playing it right now, and I'm gonna just turn the kicks up, as you can hear it. And I don't want it to go over 6 dB, but it will, because I'm gonna start EQing. But anyway, instead of doing all the whole plug-in ordeal, I just go right over here to the EQ till I find that sweet spot. Okay, now it's over 6 dB, so I'm gonna bring it down till it right there. Okay, and the reason why I have this so big is because I want to have more control over the volume and the dB. I can care less about seeing this up here. Okay, so next thing you know, I do my 808s. And I don't side chain this one, because I kind of want it to sit. I want them to sit separately anyway. So about right there. Yeah, it's a tad bit loud, as you can probably see in the mixer. And I always start off, like I said, with the kicks, and everything should be laying under the kicks, depending on what genre of music you're doing. Normally in hip hop and electronic music, the kick gotta be there or it's gonna sound empty. So now at this point, I'm gonna just go level everything out. And once I level everything out, it still shouldn't be over 6 dB, because I still need room to add my mastering effects. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do that real quick. Probably about right there. Now you notice the tambourines is kind of, the right is a little bit louder than the left, if you can basically see it. So what I'm gonna do now is just kind of put it in the middle. right now I'm just doing all the levels, two little hi-hat things going on here, so I kind of separate them so they won't be in the way of each other when the frequencies start coming together. You notice I'm not using no plugins yet, so it's always good to label your tracks too, so you know exactly what's going on. That I'm gonna put a chorus on it just to kind of bring it out. It's all leveled out. Now as you can see, everything is all leveled out the way that I want it. And then I'm gonna look over here at my master track and see how much off it is. I don't want it to go over 6 dB, so here we go, watch. Now as you can tell, it's kind of going over the dB just a little bit. So I hit control, then I left click and just bring it down just a tad, everything at once. It's kind of like grouping everything. So it's the reason why I'm doing it like that, but it's still kind of peaking over 6. Look at my voice too, and just because it skip every 9 over 6 dB, that don't really mean nothing. So anyway, did that part, so just save it. Okay, now that's the mixing part. Now the part where we're gonna see how it sounds if it's mastered, it's like this. My chain usually is just I use and if I see anything that's too loud or whatever, I put in this EQ right here, the overall EQ. And you see how it's a gap right here, with the frequencies. Turn it up. Now you see it's kind of going over 6 dB. I mean, it's kind of going over 0, but not really. If it's doing that, just turn it down a little bit, and it'll kind of calm down a little bit. Okay, then I put a stereo enhancer. Fruity bass booster. Now that's a little bit too much, so now I'm gonna turn this down. the reason why I'm doing it like that is so I can you know, go back within the mix and, you know, turn everything down like it's supposed to be. So got that part done. So now hit save again. Did that part. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into the arranging part of it, which is really easy. So first of all, I hit Control T, like Tango, and then right click it, and then rename it, and we'll call this just the intro. Okay, now what I'm gonna do now is just make the intro. So I just randomly stop certain sounds in here. So here we go. First of all, too, let me explain something to you so you can see everything. So you want to keep scrolling, you just hit this little hourglass and then just click on it and it'll show everything. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now I got that part done. I press P on my keyboard, go back to the Smart tool, add another marker, and I just call this the hook. Okay, and just get rid of these little things right here. And then see how it all come back in once we get it all together. So this is what the intro gonna sound like. I might take that out. The intro kind of long. When it's like that, then when it seems like it's too long or something weird, I just add like something else in there to kind of bring it up. But we're gonna see. Okay, to me that intro is way too long, so I'm gonna press E and I'm gonna get rid of this in the middle, and then I'm gonna press E again, highlight everything, and then press P and just move everything over, and then just move this little hook tab over so we know where we at in the song. So press stop. Okay, so this is how it's gonna sound. Okay, that little synth is too loud now to me. This one just need to come down. Also not really mix, I'm mixing through these headphones too, so it might sound weird. I'm just trying to give you the basic idea. But anyway, also too, in the beginning you want to try to do something to kind of bring it in. So here we go with that part. Just move that out the way. See, that made a difference. Okay, so now I got the intro part done and I got the hook, right? So I press E, highlight everything, and I'm gonna press Control B like boy. Bam, 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 bam. And that's 8 measures from here, because you know the hook is only gonna be, you know, to use 4 bars, but it looks different because I got it in double time. But anyway, I'm gonna hit P, and then my right click, add marker, and after that I'm gonna just call this the verse. Alright, and then we got that part done, so we can start by right here. And then I'm gonna be taking stuff out of here to make it, you know, have some, changes in the song. But here we go. Okay, so on this part, I'm gonna just take certain stuff out of there, like the little synth. Don't know why that's getting on my nerves now. It didn't sound like that when I was making the beat. But here we go. Gotta go. Now I got this part done, so I'm going to the next 4 parts. Actually, hold on, let me see. Okay, I want this thing back in here, this little effect. Okay. I still don't like that, so we're gonna take these 2 out and okay, we're gonna keep that in there then, since it kind of get boring. Okay, and basically we done arranging the song right there, because it's gonna just repeat itself anyway with this. So what you do is take this whole thing, press E again, highlight everything, make this a little small so we can see what's going on, and then we're gonna hit Control B. Okay, and then just gonna finish labeling everything where it's supposed to go. This is the hook again, and this right here is the verse, and hit Control B again, you know, because we just repeating everything that's coming in here. We might make a few changes here and there, but yeah, that part. Hook. Okay, then add marker, and then it's gonna be verse. Being in the lab. This is my second time doing this today. Okay, we had 3 minutes and 54 seconds, somewhere around in there. So that's long enough for me. That's cool. That's fine. Okay, now we done arranged it. So now we press save, and then now we go and add like my tags. You know, I always had a Platinum on music. So hold on, let me go back to the beginning.
Planet One Music.
Planet One Music.
Planet One Music.
Planet One Music.
Okay,
Planet One Music.
Yeah. Okay. And then we right click, rename, just put tag or something. And then we right click right here to change the color. And then bam, there you go. Okay, now we gotta it's over here right now with this, so it's not in the mixer yet, as you can tell right here. You press F9, go to this insert 17, right click it, channel routing, and route to this right here like that. And then let's see what it sounds.
Planet One Music. Planet One Music.
Okay. So we got a tag in there now, right? So bam, then that Planet One Music thing I got off of an app on my phone, and I just converted it over. Put it in there at least like 3 times, so people won't try to take your stuff too easily, which they can get it anyway. I hit save. Okay, now I'm going to make it fade out, and how I do that, I go to the master track, right click, and then I would do create automation clip, and it's going to show up down here. Okay, and I just rename this as well. Just put volume, and right click it. Okay, now at the end of the song, I'm gonna right click this. Went up a little bit. I need to be at 80. Okay, and then we just fade it out. So now when it goes out, it's gonna sound kind of like. Okay, so cool, we got that part right. Now hit save. Now the last thing I always do is add a video to it. So this is how I add my videos. Go to my master track right here, and then go to slot 5 or whatever, and then go to game editor visualizer. Hit that, bam. Got 2 windows sitting here, right? So now I need to add stuff to it. So of course I want to add text to the video, so I'm gonna put www.deniroonealbeats.com. Okay, we got that part right. So we go back to the main. Now I usually put a GIF or something behind the video. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just go let's just go background GIF, and then I put like games like that, right? Okay, so you got all these images right here, and you just figure out which one you want to use, that move, because they do move. So let's say I want to use this one. You see how it's doing all of that, right? But it ain't moving enough for me, so let me find something else right quick. This look colorful, it looks happy. Okay, cool. Right click, save image as. I have a desktop here, my video folder, and then I'm gonna just label it beat 525. Bam. Okay, now I go to my easy converter, because FLSTUDIO don't take GIF files, so you had to convert it. So easygif.com is where you want to go to get that done. Video to GIF, and then GIF to MP4, because an MP4 is basically a video. Choose the file. I'm gonna go back in here to my video file again, look for beat 525 wherever it's at. Got so much stuff in here. Hold on. Alright, so here it go. No, that's beat 424. Where 525 go? Hold on, might be down here a little bit. You be patient. Okay, beat 525. Press open. Upload. Take a second for it to upload. I see what it's doing. Yes, I want to convert that to a video, and then I'm gonna go down here once it's done and hit save again, and it saved it right here. And then instead of me just taking it out of there, I'm gonna right click show in folder. After I right click, show in folder, and then you see it right here, and then I'm gonna rename this 525. Bam. And then I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna cut it, because I don't want it to eat up on my CPU. So desktop, and then go back to video folder again, and then put paste 525. It's right there. Okay, now I go back over here where it say add content, right? So I go to images, add videos, go to my desktop again, go back up in here to this video folder thingy, look for 525, press open. Now it's in there. Now I go to my main part. Now the first, it works just in layers, just like any other type of video software. So now I press this part right here and you go to image. So I'm in image, right? It shows this. I go to the source of the image, which is that MP4 I just added up here in this content, and I put it right there. And as you can see, it's like that. Alright, so see the size is, you know, you want to angle it up, you know, make the height probably a little bit bigger. Okay, so that part is done. Now I'm gonna add another layer, and this layer right here is gonna be that text that I drew. So text draw. Now I got that in there. Now go to the size, see how big I want it. I usually make it a little smaller than the actual video, because once YouTube get a hold of it, they kind of like you know, trim it down. So yada yada, bring that X factor down. You know, you can move it around with the X and Y. So got that part right. And then I want to do different fonts, so I think that part right there work, but it's kind of too, you could probably get more fonts, but I haven't figured that part out yet because I just been moving so fast. So move that down just a little bit, right there. All right, and to make the things jump, you know, you press glitch right here and it'll do all of this for you. And so you can add other little stuff because they have a lot of stuff in here. I'm gonna put a fog machine in here so it can look like it's smoking. See that? So that's pretty dope. Then I'm gonna add another layer, and I might just add like a peak peak meter. That's too much right there. Alright, probably just a polar. You know, now this polar thing is kind of weird because it plays, and you can change the color. I always use like a high color or something. So when you play the music,
Planet One music.
okay, and that's pretty much it. Now I hit export. I ain't gonna export it yet because it takes forever. On my computer it takes like 10 minutes. So basically I showed you how to bring all your files in, you know, from another program if you don't make the beat inside of FLSTUDIO, which I don't because I like using Machine. But you put all these, you know, all these sounds in here, you level them out. It look like it's low, but it's really not, because when you play it back it don't go over this, and that's what all that matters.
Planet One music.
And another thing, you know, people don't listen to it on high quality speakers, so when you using stuff like kicks or something like that, you probably want to put a little high end in there, because it got something in there that, you know, people can hear through like headphones, or if it's some small speakers, you know, too much bass and they ain't gonna hear it. So you add a little bit of high in there, and
Planet One music.
see that little high. Okay, so anyway, okay, so now I got the video and I got the file. I can load it up online, and of course, you know, you save everything and then you export it, and you can export WAV and MP3 at the same time. So I got this under that, under the desktop, 525, and then you just hit save, and then it gives you an option to do both. You know, if you hit split mixer tracks, then you're gonna stem everything out the whole way. You know, it isn't just this sound, this sound, this sound. It's gonna stem it out the whole 4 minutes or whatever. So you just hit start. That shouldn't take long. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So we mixed it, we mastered it, so to speak, and we made a video for it, and now we can put it online just that quick. So check me out, hit subscribe, and check out the website www.deniroonealbeats.com. Gmail is denirooneal@gmail.com, in case you need have any questions, anything like that. So thank you all for watching. and 39 tracks. There we go. Planet One Music.